How you doing there? I'll just straighten you up. There you go. Hope I'm in frame. Am I in frame? Stuff it, stuff it. Just at the markets. It's a day after Children's Day. I still don't believe I'm in frame properly. Alright, that'll have to do. Is my lens clear? Day after Children's Day, when it rained, I thought it was going to be shit night, and then I went batshit crazy at the restaurant. Didn't get to film much after me Pepsi and water run because I was helping out. It was just, we were turning people away. We run out of food, we run out of everything. We're turning people away before we run out of everything, so everybody who was in there, they were looked after, which is a good thing. You don't want to be taking people's money and not having food from them. But got a question here from WC Boy, B-H-O-Y, WC B-H-O-Y, wondering how my Lao speaking skills are coming along, my language lessons. He said he's noticed I've picked up a little bit of vocab, a few words. That's about it. In the question, I haven't got the question on me. You mentioned you think I was taking lessons before lockdown. Nah, I have not taken a lesson since I put the video up about learning to speak Lao is the #1 priority when living here. I have not taken any lessons other than just pumping Neenee and Coco 4 words, for the simple reason is time. Up until this lockdown, oh, look at this dude. I seen him cruising around yesterday. How cool's that? How you doing? Up until lockdown, I was travelling back to Australia every 3 months, and when I was here every morning we'd be coming to the markets, and because I'm here for a limited time we'd be doing a lot of travelling, so I couldn't commit myself to any consistent language courses or anything. I have picked up a lot of words, and there's no way on earth I can have a conversation yet. What happens when you're here for 3 months? You pick up a lot of words, and then you're not here for 3 months, and you forget 2/3 of those words, or not forget them completely, but when you go back home to Australia, nobody's speaking Lao back there, and everything you've learnt, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So hopefully with this lockdown and me being here for a longer period of time, I'm going to be able to pick up a lot more words. I'm starting to pick up words in a conversation and get an idea of what other people are talking about, but even when they do ask me a question, because they fire it so quick, you know, it's just hard to process what they've actually said to you. But eavesdropping in on conversations, you pick up words here and there. I just wish they had little comment bubbles above their head with subtitles, you know, that would be awesome. Is there an app for that? You know, anybody I'm listening to, you know, if they had subtitles, just scroll across the front of their t-shirt or something would help. You know, because listening to a Lao conversation, unless you know what they're talking about, the words are meaningless. You know what I mean? The best thing that helped, that would help me out, I think, is watching Lao TV with proper English subtitles. But if anybody's ever tried translating Lao or even Thai to English, well, at the moment Facebook doesn't translate Lao. It translates Thai, and it does not translate it correctly. It translates it into like a poem sort of shit, you know, just real cryptic. Yeah, it's not like translating other languages. So but that would be ideal. Sebaidi. Yeah, listening to a conversation, you know, people say the way to pick up the Lao language is just listen, you know, but unless you know what they're talking about, you have no reference for those words you're hearing. Where if you could read the English and know what the, you know, and put those words to and matching them up to what they're saying would make it easier. What would make it easier is, yeah, doing a fucking lesson, but again, it is time. It may sound like I'm making up excuses, but it really does come down to time. You know, I didn't think I'd be here this long. Other times, as I said, 3 months on, 3 months off, there is no time. And even now, with the markets of the morning, we're still here. It's coming up to 9 o'clock. Going home, unloading. Got the videos to do. For me to commit to lessons, there wouldn't be any videos for a while. I'd be able to get some good footage probably of doing lessons, but like I said, every 3 months that I've been over here, I've picked up words and then I've gone home and forgot them. Maybe I'm not going home this time. There is no sight on the horizon, no flights on the horizon. I have no date of knowing when I'm going back, so the longer I'm here, the better it will be. Time. So how's the lessons going? They're going shit. But I'm slowly getting there. You know, because it is something I want to learn. You know, I'm not ignorant to the fact. I'm just not blocking it out and not wanting to learn. I do want to pick it up. I just cannot commit to lessons just yet. If anybody's got any ideas on how they picked up a language without actually doing lessons, there's a guy in Thailand, an expat. He sent me through email some language courses, you know, just them saying it in Lao, Isan. Isan is very, very similar to Lao, because the Isan region of Thailand was Laos once, but they were saying it in Lao, Isan, and then repeating it in English, and that was very helpful, dude. And again, it is just a matter of time of sitting down, free time, and going over that, listening to it. Bit down on myself about that, actually. I think you've asked me a couple of times and I've dodged the question each time, dude. Only because, yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. I haven't been here full time, but yeah, I've been coming here for a while, and it's a challenge to me. And I'm dribbling on way too friggin' long. So I'm just going to end it there. But I will say, I'm happy to be back in my old routine of punching out vids when I get round to it. You know, just the 3 days a week, how it always was, feeling much better. I had to get that out of my system. I had to know what it was like. I had to see if it was any good for the channel, or if it was good for me, or if I could do it. No, it was shit. It was shit. But knowing that now, I can move forward happily, knowing that I'm doing the right thing for the channel and you guys. That's it. Hey Jenny, I just got back in the car and read your comment. You only just put it up a couple of hours ago. Hey Todd, if you asked for ice in your beer in Australia, they would die laughing. No, they'd friggin' ask you to leave. You'd be kicked out, I think. Yeah, while they're all friggin' laughing at you. But I've had mates who can't, you know, I've told my cousin James Mathis, he's got a channel, Philippines channel, go check him out. And me mate best mate from Australia, Mark Nightingale, I told him, you know, they drink ice in their beer when they're over here. When you're over here. Yeah, I won't be. No, I won't be doing that. They came over for my wedding, both of them. Before they were leaving, they were both asking for friggin' ice in their beer. They wouldn't. It's not because you can't drink it, because it is a bloody good drop. But I don't know what it is. I've tried beer, ice in other beer. It's a beer Lao thing, I'm sure of it. You know, it just goes very well with beer Lao. Here's the boss. Here's the boss. I better stop goofing off. Thank you. Cặp chơi đó. Caught goofing off. Caught goofing off. Yeah, even if you liked ice in the Australian beer, I don't think anybody would be man enough to ask for ice in their beer back in Australia. They'd go without. Just like my cousin, me mate, thought it was too much of a Nancy boy to be asking to be drinking beer with ice. But in the end, when they were over here, they were given beer and they'd just look at it and, can I have some ice? Ice? And don't you friggin' deny it, yous were. Just here at the bank, guys, Neenee's just ducked in. Just got the car running there. Just waiting for in case I have to shift it, in case I'm in somebody's road here. Million Elephant asked me a question: why is there no traffic signs or street names on the roads here? And he's absolutely correct. Well, not 100% correct. On the major streets around the city and that, they do have names, but as you can see at this intersection behind me here, and we're in Nong Dawong, a very inner city suburb village, with a bank here and a lot of apartments and new buildings. There's still nothing that resembles a name on these streets. Like I said, the major roads and that do, and some of the side streets have a Hom Sip. Our restaurant is on Hom Sim, which means road 10 or street 10, lane 10, Sip is 10. It makes it very difficult for buying anything online, getting anything sent here, mail. Yeah, unless somebody's got a post office box here, I wouldn't even attempt to send anything here. It makes it very hard. Makes it very hard for the delivery people. You know, the food delivery people that you see a lot of here. You know, they're usually just stopping and ringing up for directions as they go. But good point, Mr. Million Elephant. Good point. Yes, it was one of the first things I noticed when I came over here too. Your question was why? I don't know. I just cost, money, getting it set up. You know, streets are popping up all the time. You know, like where the restaurant is and Neenee's house. You know, that was all her land once, and there was a little access lane there. And since then, little roads have popped up off that. They haven't got names. Some people wouldn't even know they were there. It'd be a matter of cataloguing them and appointing them names, and they just don't have that system in place, I guess, which makes it very difficult again for ordering stuff. So I can't really answer your question. Good observation, dude or dudette, but I don't know. I just don't know. Just noticed this. I can't read it. I can't read it. Some pretty pictures on there, but wonder if it is a gun shop. Oh no, it's got some prices, has it? I'll let yous convert them. The B is baht, kip, guessing the other one is the Chinese yuan. And dollars. Okay, $60. $81 for pistols. $179. Where is this shop? Is it in there? Looks like a travel shop. This is just standing out here. Okay, $596 US for those. I'm guessing that's the price. $356 US bucks. I'm not a weapons guy, so I don't really know what sort of weapons I'm looking at, guys. I'm guessing a lot of you fellas in the US would know. I was kind of joking then, but I was having a go at you too. Very interesting, very interesting. What's on this side? The same. Hold on, we got a sign there, but I can't see any shop now. It's handy having it right near a bank, isn't it? Righto, righto. Cars there running. I won't wander off too far. We'll go up here for a look, see. Give you guys a bit of a look around. Neenee's probably in there sitting down, waiting, like you used to do in the 70s. Nong Duong. There was a street over this way a couple of weeks ago. Coco and I were there in the pharmacy section, remember? And I was telling you how different areas of the city have different types of shops. Well, in this area here, you've got all your tools and farm equipment and agricultural equipment and outdoor grounds maintenance sort of stuff, whippersnippers and irrigation pumps and stuff like that. This is just new. Up until a couple of weeks ago it had all green scaffolding on it. Sorry buddy. In his road. There's all this building. But they've still got the roller door shuttered shop fronts, just like the old style. Just like these over there. This one's not new, of course. Very busy little neighbourhood, this one. And it's just up this road, probably 300 metres or so on the right is the afternoon markets. What I call the afternoon markets. Nearly getting run over there. Savadi. Yeah, and a little street food section. Taking you there before. Video's just up here. Righto, I'll go way back in the car. It's stinking bloody hot out here.
I will going to stone something.
You better watch out for the fashion police, honey.
The police
They'll
let
know.
me take the
Hat off.
Hat off.
Ah. Did they search you?
No. Just
The fashion police got
please
you.
take your
Hat off.
Your hat off, please. Okay, no problem. But my hair is
Show us your hair.
No.
Yeah, come on. Go on, go on.
No.
We're good driving, guys. How's that looking? Are you straight? That'll do. How are you, tax? I'll start again. How are you, tax dodgers? Good. Just back from the markets. The day after the markets you were just watching. It's Wednesday morning. You should be watching my Vientiane video right now. We'll give you guys a bit of an update on what's going on. As you know, we're in Vientiane. Got away for a week, feeling great, thank you. Not going to overload you with a lot of traveling videos like I previously have before, just back to back, one after another, until I've caught up. I'm going to intersperse them with a weekly type video similar to what I've been doing as living in Laos, what it's like, and my this week in Laos videos. You know, a bit of a talking head, answering questions and snapshots of where we've been through the week, and a travel video again. Good mandarins at the moment, good mandarins. My point of bringing you up to speed today, starting my camera at the market, Sesti. I was chatting to you guys, yes dears, just a couple of minutes ago in this video, chatting to you about how my Lao speaking skills are coming along, and they're coming along pretty shit, remember? Well, I no sooner got home and read a message by an American chap. No, it's not an American chap, he spoke to a Yank, okay. So, he doesn't actually say where he's from. Passit Goham. Hi Todd, planning to retire on and off in Laos. We have bought a block about 25 minutes out of Vientiane. The biggest problem I face is the language barrier. Last I was there, I spoke to a Yank who lives and works there. He said he went to university there in Vientiane, and after 7 weeks he could talk to everyone fairly well. Do you know anything about the course, and what is the name of the university? Love the video, keep up the good work, cheers. Cheers, Passit. I hope I'm saying that right, P-A-S-I-T. I did answer you, as you know. I got no idea about this course or the university. 7 weeks sounds great, but unless this guy is a whiz at picking up languages, I'm shit. I don't know what you're like, but what I want to know is probably the bulk of my subscribers and viewers won't know. I'm asking any expats in Laos or people who have lived in Laos, do they know anything about the university course? That I don't know if the course goes for 7 weeks, or this fella just was able to speak to people within 7 weeks. Maybe it went for longer, but it could be a 3-month course, don't know. But does anybody know about these courses, what universities or university they're at, and cost and time, how many times a week, how often, like that? Any information would be great. Something like this, you know, if you do pick it up that quick, I'd be willing to commit some time to that. I've got to commit some time to it for sure, to actually learn. It looks like I'm going to be here for a long time, guys, so which is good, yeah. So if anybody knows where we can go to learn how to speak Lao, would be much appreciated. That would be great, because I don't know anybody, you know. I haven't looked into it either. I know I've been lazy, but I've been doing other things, and now's your chance to help me out. As I was saying, looks like I'll be here for a while. My old mate Marlon, Montana Man Deluxe, I think I've called him Mountain Man Deluxe before. I'm pretty sure he's told me it's Montana Man, but it's abbreviated to MTN Man. Both fits. You know who I'm talking about, Marlon. He asked any word on a return to Asia. no return as yet. All the flights that they had organised to repatriate Aussies back home, they're long gone, and they were just bad timing, too inconvenient and too bloody expensive. Now we are just waiting on commercial flights to open. We don't know when that is, and with this pandemic thing there has been a downturn in work, so I don't even know if I've got any work when I do return. So I am just going to hang it out here for a while, guys, and see how things pan out. Yes, there is talk of the borders opening, but they're not real sure. They're just going to see how things go through June. You know, the restrictions are very relaxed now. 2 weeks ago they just opened up the inter-provincial borders, and they're just seeing how that goes. And at the end of June we'll know more as far as the international borders open up, and then we need commercial flights regularly coming and going, and at a reasonable price. I'll be stuffed if I'm going to be paying top dollar just to go home to Oz and get no work. So yeah, no word as yet. That was it. That's all I wanted to chat to you guys about today. I'm about to go in and put this video together. Happy Friday or Thursday night if you're in the US watching this right now. Thanks for your support, guys. Feel great after that break away in Vientiane, and like I said, I'll be breaking it up with talking head videos this week in sort of Laos clips, and interspersed with travel video that we did get a fair bit of when we were away. So it'll be keep me busy, but doing it in a format that suits me and keeps you guys entertained. It'd just be bullshit. How did I get that crack on my phone? No, it's just on the. That's why we have screen protectors. It's just the screen protector. That's good. That's good.